Every time the radical left wants to peddle their latest conspiracy theory, they all get in on it together, spewing the same talking points, the same catchphrases, the same fake news, the same lies. And I don't mean just in general, I mean they're literally saying the exact same thing. And naturally, it's an attack on President Trump. His speech to Congress put a real bee in their bonnet. So let's see what they've got to say.
I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
That ain't true. That's what you just saw.
Okay, let's stop there because, of course, Cory Spartacus Booker would say that. He's been a Trump hater from day one. But what about someone else, like maybe Senator Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren?
That ain't true. That's what you just heard.
That sounds pretty familiar. Let's try someone else, maybe Senator Chuck Insurrection Schumer.
That ain't true. That's what you just heard.
Anyone else?
That ain't true. That's what you just heard.
Okay, that's eerily identical. But what else do they say? Maybe the message changes?
Since day one of Donald Trump's presidency, prices are up, not down. Inflation is getting worse, not better. The prices of groceries, gas, housing, rent, eggs, they're all getting more expensive.
Now, what does Pocahontas have to say?
Since day one of Donald Trump's presidency, prices are up, not down. Inflation is getting worse, not better. The cost of groceries, gas, housing, even eggs is getting higher.
And again?
Since day one of Donald Trump's presidency, prices are up, not down. Inflation is getting worse. Prices of groceries, gas, housing, and rent, and even eggs, costs are all getting more expensive.
I'm starting to see a pattern. Are you? Maybe that's because these phony, manipulative, self-righteous actors, not lawmakers, are all reading the exact same script, like actors do, trying to convince the American people of their latest lie. And it wasn't just these four. Oh no, 22 senators all spouted off the same retarded lies they've been feeding us the last 8 years, just updated to blame President Trump for everything Biden did instead. Check it out.
Not true. That's what you saw.
When we accuse them of groupthink, it's not just hyperbole. And this isn't the first time they've done this. Watch this video from 2018 where hundreds of local news stations across the country read the same scripted message warning us all about the dangers of fake news and misinformation during President Trump's first term.
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But we are concerned about the trouble and trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
If you haven't gotten the picture yet, the corporate legacy media is in lockstep with the government. Washington hands out the talking points, and the mainstream media shills parrot back whatever they're told. The news today really is the fourth branch of the government, which is why independent networks like One American News are so vitally important to the freedom of the press. Because clearly, when everyone is spewing out the same garbage and lies, there is no freedom of the press. There is only the message. And you either go along with it or get canceled. Well, you never heard OAN broadcast those kinds of lies, and so naturally, we were canceled. The point is, these phony, copycat speeches were the Democrats' last-ditch effort to try and drown out President Trump's epic and historic speech to Congress. And they failed. Hard. President Trump is fighting tooth and nail to save this country from these corrupt, despicable traitors, and they hate him for it. Let's take eggs For example, the Democrats' favorite talking point. They blame President Trump for not fixing egg prices, but what they fail to mention is that from October of last year until January of this year, Joseph Biden killed around 80 million egg-laying chickens. It could be higher, maybe over 100 million. It's hard to say with available data, but clearly Trump can't come into office on day one and just magically resurrect 100 million chickens that were pointlessly slaughtered by Joe Biden. Another one, the price of gas. It's gone up a little, but that's because of the new tariffs on Mexico and Canada, as well as the seasonal refinery updates that always raise prices. What they don't tell you is Trump wants to revive the Keystone Pipeline project, which Biden canceled, and restore all of the 625 million acres of land for drilling that Biden shut down, which directly sent gas prices through the roof. As for the rest of the Democrats' canned video talking points, Trump pardoned the political prisoners wrongly jailed for crimes they didn't commit. He slashed government waste and fired useless employees sucking up taxpayer dollars, canceled programs that were literally funding terrorists, and brought hundreds of billions of dollars in business back to America. He stopped violent criminals who were being intentionally shipped into our cities by Biden with the help of countries like Venezuela, secured our border, and put the little dictator Zelensky on notice that the United States will not be funding World War III. It's all a big win as far as the American people are concerned. So of course, the Democrats are livid, and they're fighting back with radicalized actors pretending to be lawmakers, reading scripts they were handed by their puppeteers. Now, the big question is, who's writing the scripts? For One America News, I'm Pearson Sharp. For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.